It's the quintessential summer drink. It's a year-round classic, and mixing it couldn't be more straightforward. So when does a gin and tonic get complicated? When there's a vast assortment of gins available, from the big names we all know to specialty brands just beginning to hit the market. Our reporter, Robert Simonson, set out to identify which gin translates into the perfect gin and tonic. He called in a panel of experts with decades of mixing and drinking between them. Julie Rayner is a mixologist and owner of the Clover Club and Flatiron Lounge. Dave Wondrich is a spirits editor and the author of Imbibe. Sinjin Frizzell is a bartender at Pegu Club and Good Fork, and is also a freelance cocktail journalist. The team gathered for a blind taste testing at Clover Club, a throwback speakeasy located on Smith Street in Carroll Gardens, Brooklyn. They sampled 6 gins, deftly mixed with 2 parts tonic and a squeeze of lime by Clover Club bartender Katie Stipe. The drinks were prepared in a separate room, labeled by number, and were carried to the tasters by yours truly. The tasters discussed the merits of the gins as well as their drawbacks.
It's got a nice piney bite to it, clean, nice ginny, fresh. Yeah, not a lot of.
It's not over juniper in your face.
No, but it's there. There's not a lot of other botanicals behind the juniper, kind of to distract the thing. It's pretty classic.
You find it on the dry side, on the wet side?
It's dry to me.
Yeah, I think it's balanced. It to me is a very good gin and tonic.
Yeah, and it's I'm getting a lot of like lime rindy, lime oil flavors, which is nice.
I like one better than one.
Yeah, this is that's weird ass.
Pretty strange. Something
Aggressive about it. It's like a
something really,
more
it's like
spicier or something like that.
it just grabs you by the throat.
It's like it's flavored with mugwort or something.
Yeah,
you know?
the finish on it is just like it just is bitter.
Yeah.
It's kind of also swampy, musty, grandma's attic-y, you know, that kind of strange.
Those are all very good descriptions.
Yeah, mothball-y.
Like your grandma's mothball. Not so fast.
Camphor. It's nice and bright.
It's super tonic-y, but
it's clean.
It's not.
Yeah, compared to the last one.
It doesn't taste exceptionally strong.
It was like the first rule. The physician's first rule is first do no harm. You know? And this one, at least it's not messing anything up. But
yeah, it's bright and it's refreshing and it's limey.
Yeah.
But
it's a tasty drink.
Yeah. But it's kind of difficult to even judge the gin in it.
Yeah, it could be a vodka tonic.
It could be.
It's a little bit.
Could I taste it again?
On the clean and bright side, not the bitterness. It's something a little.
It is appealing.
It is. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, but again,
it's not,
there's just a little aftertaste of juniper that comes through. Juicy.
It is. I mean,
citrusy.
Good call. Citrusy, a lot of lime.
It's not bad.
Is it a bit bitter? A little bit?
I think it's pretty well balanced.
Yeah,
I don't think it's exceptionally
I don't think it's not very.
I mean, it's
not very clean and kind of cutting. Like it doesn't. It's not as refreshing, maybe I think. But let me try it again.
Get a good deal of juniper in there.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely in
London
there.
dry sort
There's
of
something
way.
else. There's something else in there that I can't pick out.
Seems to
chicken feet.
It seems to stay the least amount of time.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's just because we've had the rest in between.
I mean, it's sort of more like number 3 than like any of the other 2, but it seems a little more presence.
I find it more ginny than number 3.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely gin. It tastes like Fruit Loops.
It is something floral in it. Yeah, it's something floral.
Yeah. Fruit Loops, air freshener.
Hair tonic, perhaps.
It's not terrible.
No, I don't
like
mind it.
violet or
yes.
It's almost like a Mark Miller's if that was in the mix.
Tastes like
maybe honeysuckle also, something like that. Lavender.
Yeah, totally.
It's not terrible. I just don't care for the taste.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of lavender.
Yeah, little hair oil.
Hair tonic, hair oil.
Water.
So just shampoo with it.
Chanel number 7.
Yeah, that is
long finish. Very
Yeah, is that what you meant? It
straightforward.
does have a long finish, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just keeps going and
Mhm.
going and
Yeah.
going. You're like, you're still tasting it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would happily finish that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the tasting.
Next, the panelists scored the gins and ranked them in order of preference.
My favorite was number 1,
Okay.
followed closely by number 6,
Mm-hmm.
then number 4,
Mm-hmm.
then number 5. Wait, hold on. No, 1. I'm confusing myself.
We're all going to be confused.
I know, all right.
Okay, number 1 was number 1.
Yeah, number 2 was number 6. Number 3 is number 4. Number 4 of my
Fourth favorite.
My 4th favorite is number 3.
Right.
My 5th favorite is number 5,
Yes.
and my 6th favorite is number 2.
Okay.
6,
Was your number 1 favorite?
yes. 1, 4, 3, 5, 2.
Number 1 was my favorite, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6 was my second favorite.
Uh-huh.
Number 3 was my third favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 was my fourth favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 was my fifth favorite. And number 2 was my...
6th favorite.
Boy, we're all extremely close on
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yes. I went with number 6 for my first favorite. I varied a bit. I said number 3 was my second favorite. Number 1 was my third favorite. Number 4 was my fourth favorite. And as much as I disliked Grandma's Mothballs, it was number 5, and because I really disliked number 5.
2 clear winners emerged from the pack, Tanqueray and Plymouth, 2 classic British gins. Robert notes that Plymouth isn't usually the drinker's choice of gin for a gin and tonic, but as its surprise gin overall, it's no surprise that it had a strong showing. Tanqueray, on the other hand, is the namesake of the Tank and Tonic, and the tasting panel found the cocktail to be balanced and fresh. So, if you find yourself enjoying an early evening on a rooftop bar and you're contemplating a gin and tonic, you now know what gins will deliver the most satisfying sip.